Jehovah, you too good. Papa, you too kind. Miracle working God. Give you all the praise. Give you all the glory. You alone deserve it. You put my enemies under my feet. Because I have you, I face no defeat. Higher and higher, I give you the praise and I give you the honor because you're the king. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Yeah, you love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Papa, you too good. Jehovah, you too kind. See the things that you done for me. Papa, you too kind.
The good things that you they do. You just cut on my hand. Oh, the many blessings you bless me. I cannot tell it all. I thank you. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory, Lord. You know. You love me personal. Testimony. You get the glory, Lord. Yeah. I'm going to right now.
See the testimony. You got the glory. You got the honor and everything. Yeah.
You love me personal. You know me personal. You get the glory, Lord. Hey,
yeah. Jehovah do.
Jehovah do.
Yeah. Jehovah do. Papa, you too kind.
You too good.
The blessings of our day. The blessings of our good. Jehovah, you too kind. Yeah. Papa, you too kind. You too kind.
Welcome to Bliss Television, Bliss Radio. We are broadcasting from both Monrovia and I'm currently in Denver, Colorado. I'm not in Fargo, my place of stay. I'm in Colorado, so we are here broadcasting from Denver here, and I would like you to welcome my man Sheku Kroman, who is in Monrovia. As you know, on these programs, we have two sections of our program. The first section of the program has to do with correspondent reports, and our correspondents are already ready. And we have a lot of correspondents. We have correspondents from Lower Moserado County. correspondent from Bomi, Cape Mount, Bapolu, from Bon County, from Nima County, from Maikibi, and from Grand Bassa County. So we are moving and moving. I would say welcome to Mark Malibu. Rogers, he is one of our correspondents. He's all the way there in Cape Mount. Benson Mathik Moko is our correspondent. Also, we in my Gibi, we also want to welcome our man Oliver Zle Jr. He's in Grand Jeddah County. He's our correspondent there. And also, we want to say thank you to all our correspondents and our reporters, including Agnes Star, who is our legislative reporter. And they have been doing very, very great. Ramsey Clark is our Bon County correspondent, and he is going to be training here tonight as well. So we want to say thanks to all of you. If I didn't call your name, I didn't mean to leave you out, but I don't want to get in trouble, so I have to stop before. If I don't name you, it doesn't mean I don't recognize you, but I just want to say thanks to all of you who are coming on here to provide information daily to our people. The Liberian people need you. And today, our discussion today, we are going to be counting down, we're not counting up, not counting down, but counting up. Today is the 16th day, not 16 actually, sorry, I think I need to edit that. It's not the 16th day of Joseph Boakai in power. He gave his State of the Nation address on the 22nd, and from the 22nd to today, the 16 days, he has not declared his answer yet. I don't know if Joseph Boakai can lead by example, but we will come back to that. Let's go to our man, Sheku Kruman, in the Morovia studio, the Bliss Radio and TV, and let him bring us our correspondent report. It's over to you, Sheku.
Folks, I'd like to say good evening, good evening, good evening this wonderful evening hour. Whatever the case is, and however it's going to be like, I'd like to say good evening and welcome. My name is Sheku Lansana Shapewai Nyongpao Tutu Indowai Koroma. And let me say good evening to you once again. We'll be going over to the counties tonight to see how best we can get our correspondents across the country. And so our first major stop is going to be Maryland County. In Maryland County, we have our correspondent Mark Nimpan, who is there in Maryland. He's going to be telling us what's happening in Maryland County. So let me quickly know exactly. We have Benson Moko. He's also set there. So as soon we get hold of him, we will definitely bring him over to you. The line is pumping, but he's okay. So we now have Mark Nimpan. Mark Nimpan is our Maryland correspondent. Mark, how are you tonight?
I'm good. But things are not just working out positively, but God, there we trying to manage things. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, we in Maryland County, we try to do everything. We just from out of the era. We just end up, we just end up people went on a story where a team from Morovia arrived and they are carrying on a training, trying to train community watch forums in terms of knowing the ethics and knowing how to make reports in connecting with the Liberian National Police. Yeah. So we spoke with the head of the team from Morovia in presence of Christine. Christine also told us that they take that initiative because they see it possible for the community watch forums to help the police because the number of police in various communities are not moved. So with the backup from the community watch forum, you will understand that some crimes and other issues will be limited The White Forum will also help to various borders and other entities in terms of like the library drugs enforcement agency and different sectors. They will also contribute in terms of correction. So they're doing the training and they will certificate them before they leave. Those that will be successful in terms of the training, they will be certificated before they get back to Monrovia. And they will also give them a uniform to recognize them whenever they are on a mission. So we are here doing everything possible. Like I said, we just enter Plivo. We left the same where they carry on the training, and my colleagues and I just arrived in Plivo.
Okay, in
Hey,
terms of peace and security, how is peace?
Yeah, in terms of peace and security, Maryland County is cool. They got joint security that working together to protect and to restore the peace. And right after the general election, there are a lot of issues that happen with different sectors and different groups in terms of elections violence, like people having issues with each other. But with the help of the Christian community, the Muslim community, and that of the security, things are moving up positively. They are doing everything to restore the peace, discussing with various political parties to bring back the peace that Liberia has been fighting for over the years.
Mike, can you hear me?
No, I just getting that.
Okay, you can hear me right now. You can hear me right clear.
I'm getting it clear.
Okay, my question is, most of the worries of the ordinary people is that the community watch teams arrest someone in the night and victimize the person by themselves and not reporting that to the police. Are the police taking cognizance of that? Are they aware of that? Are they training them not to do something like that?
Yeah, the training came in a way that there was a lot of complaints, even went to the police and other security entities that sometimes the White Forum can go in the field, arrest people and detain them and without notifying the police. So the police also were part of the training, were telling them not to do that. Once they arrest someone, they need to do everything possible to report them to the Liberia National Police. Because there where they had a police station, they will keep the person there until the following day maybe they can investigate to know what's transparent between the both parties.
Give us a general feeling of the people of Maryland about the community watch team. How are they accepting it? What is their own view about the community watch team? Do they consider it good? Do they consider it bad? What is their perspective?
Well, the acting police commander in Maryland County, he embraced the idea for the training to continue because he said the White Forum doing their very best in terms of supporting them. Like sometimes if they're going to an area in Plibo called a green forest where uh, 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 people are residing who taking those narcotic drugs, and the police, the DEA cannot do it alone.
Right.
And so they can call on the Watch Forum to back them up. So they embrace the idea for them to carry on the training to make sure that the Watch Forum do the needful in terms of protecting and reporting.
Thank you very much from my side.
It's my pleasure, Dan.
Thank you very much, Mark Nyimpa, for being a part of the program tonight.
Thank you, Chief.
Let's now go over to Oliver Zeller in Grand Juda County to know exactly what is happening there in Grand Juda. If you're just joining us, I'd like to say welcome and welcome to this platform. This is the talking point. This is where you have the opportunity to hear issues from the county. This is where you have the time to talk the talk. Oliver Zeller, like I said, is our correspondent there in Grand Juda County. What's going on? Internet, don't try this with me tonight again. Please, internet, let respect ourselves. Let's move on to see whether we can now have Oliver from that part of the county. Like I said, he's our correspondent there in Grand Jede County. Oliver is letting me to know that the network is fluctuating. Mm. We hope that Oliver will pick up his call tonight. We hope Oliver will be picking up his call tonight. If not, we will have to leave Oliver, go over to Henry Boluma from Bapolu County. Guys, you should try to be around a network area, please. We are begging you. We are definitely begging you. We are giving Oliver Zille another try and see whether we can get him on the line here. Okay, so we will have to leave Oliver, go over to bring Henry Boluma from Bapolu County. Henry Boluma is our correspondent there in Bapolu. So let's see whether we can contact him tonight on this platform. Boluma is our correspondent there in Bapolu County. Let's know exactly what Henry is going to be telling us. We are going 10 counties tonight, hopefully, and we hope we get the report from all of these places tonight. No matter what, we hope to get report from all of these places. Yeah. If you are just joining, we'd like to say welcome, welcome, and welcome here this night. Henry Boluma, your phone is ringing. Okay, I'm sure Henry is now with us on this program tonight. Henry, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm happy to be on the show tonight.
Henry, tell us what's going on in Bapolu County today.
Uh, Basically, in Bapur County, the at the Emory Hospital, the ongoing surgical activities is ongoing there, and one of the activities that we continue to follow also from the Konga district, one of the districts in the county, where citizens began to raise a concern about a logging company that when they signed a logging agreement with the community people, according to them, the company has just neglected their social responsibility. And up to present, they continue to do follow up with that logging company, but they are not getting the manager of the company, one James Moore, they are not getting him. So the district commissioner of Kumba district is making his way to town so that they can do follow up to hear from the company why what they agree on paper they are not doing it. And they started a logging last year in the horse on dog as well. But according to them, what is said on paper they are not doing. All of the things they agree on to do it in the district, they are not doing it.
Many they have some memorandum of understanding when it comes to their social responsibility or corporate responsibility. They are not
Yeah,
absolutely adhering to them. That's what you're trying to say.
yeah. The sign the MOU. We told the commissioner that we want to get a copy of that MOU. According to the commissioner, in the MOU to sign, they talk about the rehabilitation of the road. They talk about annual contribution to education. They talk about providing money for healthcare. But he was not so specific to tell us the quantity of each of those things that stated in the agreement. So we hope to get an agreement for him so that we can continue to do follow up with that agreement along with the company and also the community people.
Mr. Jeru, you got a question for him tonight?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, we get that agreement for him before the day and before the weekend because he is making his way to town today, and we will do follow up on him tomorrow and maybe before Friday. We'll hear him on that agreement, and then we'll know exactly how to approach your company in terms of how to do follow up on the various things that will be stated in the agreement.
How far has this sergeant who went to Bapolu to provide some assistance to the people in the county have gone so far?
You say how far?
I did not get that clear.
How far are the surgeons? I mean, there's some surgical operation taking place in Bapolo County, which you reported. How far has that gone now at the Emory Hospital?
Yeah, the surgical services at the hospital continue. Like I continue to say, they started on this going Saturday, and according to the county health officer that are George and Peter, they are catering to 35 patients a day at that particular hospital. So yesterday we visited the hospital. The place was jam packed, and today again we were at the hospital. Also, the place was jam packed, and so people are there, and some of them have already gone through their surgeries, and they discharge them. They're just going back there for continued treatment. But other people who came from other part of the county, they are yet to receive the services, but they are here because according to the CHO, the medical team from Spain, they are here up to the 11th of this month, and they are hoping that all of the patients are here. They will cater to them before they go back.
One thing we forgot to ask, and you didn't tell us, was that who's the brain behind these surgeons coming to provide free services to the people of Bapolo?
Yeah. The county health officer of Bapolo is part of the international surgeons, according to him, American Surgeons Association. According to him, he said that as much as you are part of that association, your country of origin, when you return back, you can request for international surgeons, and then they can come to your country to provide healthcare services to your people. And according to him, when he was in Nimba County, he continued to request for that organization, and they've been sending surgeons to him in the country. So when he came to Bapolo as well, he continued to engage them, and every year he brings surgeons from outside of the country, and so that they can continue to run our services for people in this part of the world. In fact, last year he brought in the country and 2 different occasions. He brought in surgeons to Bapolo. They went to Lofa Bridge. They also went to Combat this way as well. So this year he already so started with the Emory Hospital, where the surgeons are right now providing healthcare services to people in this part of the country.
Thank you very much.
Boluman, let me ask you a question here. I know you don't expect this kind of question I'm going to ask you, but I want you to work on every aspect of our news. How are the farmers in Bapolo County? We know that people from Bapolo County are very strong people in terms of farming. How are they doing now? Are they still farming, or is there less food production in the county these days?
Yeah, Bapolo, people are heavily involved in farming here. Agricultural activities is ongoing in the county. In some of the communities within in, people are engaged in cassava farming. People are engaged in oil palm farming. People are engaged in different agro business so that they can continue to keep their family sustained. And that is the major activities in the county. Farming is a major means of living in the county, along with mining activity and petty trade as well. So people in Bapolo, they are heavily engaged in farming activity. Unlike Bapolo City, where you will see serious business going on, when you go to the rest of the other district, only mining activity you can see people engaged in, and that of farming and small businesses.
But Boluman, tell me, what is the main soup that people in Bapolo can eat?
Yeah, Bapolo, we got 3 major crops here. We got a pere, the gola, and all of the better. So all of these people, all of these various crops, all of them got different things that they can favor to eat. Some of them can eat the sour leaf, some of them can eat tobogi, some of them can eat palm butter rice, some of them can eat fever leaf. Yeah, so the soup are just vary. It depends on the crop where you will live.
The fever leaf with the cassava leaf, my man. When you
I think that's Sheku choice of soup you just call. And I know the Belepo like the tobogi, the water tobogi as well. I know I have some better friends. Look, Boluma, thank you so much. What do you eat? Do you eat tobogi? You eat cassava leaf or palm butter?
I try. I eat all of them.
Thank you, Boluma, from Bapolo County, bringing us news and views and entertainment. Thank you very much.
Henry Boluma is there in Bapolu. Let's see now whether we can go over to bring you Mark Rogers from Grand Cape County. Mark Rogers is our correspondent from Grand Cape County, and I know Mark is very, very set tonight to lead us through. So let's see whether we can get Mark here tonight.
While you are
Quickly,
getting
let's see.
Mark here, I think this issue of soup we need to know how the people are really doing this soup thing. We got to go to Grand Jila. Let me see if the people are still eating fireco in Grand Jila. You need to call Mr. Zle to tell us whether he has eaten fireco before.
I heard that thing before, like I was laughing. That the people can eat fire
All
coal.
my life in Grand Jila, I never saw people eating fireco, but they say Crampo eat fireco. So I want to see if Mr. Zle has seen that too.
Yeah, definitely. Once we get Zele, we were asking that cracking joke, a question, and so that we all can have some time, having some fun tonight. I'm still trying to get Mark Maliki Rogers, from Grand Cape County. The network is becoming something else, but we hope to have Mark on the line tonight. And as soon as we get Mike through, we'll definitely bring him over to the people of Liberia. Mike Rogers is now on the line there in Grand Cape County. Good evening, Mike Rogers. Maliki, how are you?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing quite good, my brother.
Tell us what's happening in Grand Cape County this evening.
Well, a lot of things happening in Cape Mount. If their issues are come out, like we long been talking about the issue of protestation from the Beer Mountain Company, especially by citizens of Cape Mount. It is gearing up with that speed. The people of Kinjo, the people of the Matamo corridor, the new area that the Beer Mountain have extended their operations. That also, the people also there, they are now certified as to what the mountain is doing in our community. And these are all issues coming from Cape Mount. Like today, the young people in Kinjo try to have their planned protest. They are really set for it now. Yesterday, they took the airwaves in Monrovia, and today they started mounting some pressure on the company so that the 30 counts that we spoke, the 32 counts that we spoke about the other day. So these are all things that they are talking about. They want the company to adhere to it, and they want national government to intervene so that the company will be able to live up to some of the things that they have placed on their petition statement.
Wow. Okay, good. So, Mark Rogers, besides what you are talking about tonight concerning the issue of petition, have you gathered any other information relating to Mano River, Congo? A few years back, we noticed that there was some illicit mining activities going on there. And as we speak right now, one of the persons in Grand Cape County who was involved, probably not into illicit mining, but a wide range of activities in mining activities in Grand Cape County, daughter has been elected as a representative for District 1, defeating Representative Sharif. How is the mining activity now? Do you also think that the election of his daughter is another way of protecting him to get mineral resources from our country?
Well, just as you said, we are aware of the 1982 mudslide or landslide that took place in Mano River, Congo. And at that time, it was doing the operation of the company there. And like what happened, in the person, Idrissa Mansari, that you are speaking of, he continued to bring total splits among the people of Pokpa district. So, with his daughter being elected as a representative of district number 1, more people are still finding it difficult, but it has already happened. And both of the people in Pokpa district, really, it's just like it happened that way, but both of the people that voted for Bintu Mansari, it was a vote, especially from that of the Sierra Leone side, people who came from Sierra Leone, and they took advantage of Liberia voter registration card, and they went through the process, and that actually brought Bintu Mansari into this action that you are seeing today. But notwithstanding, up to present, it is still difficult. Like the people of Forno, the people of Carolina, the people of that era, there's a little division between D and Idrissa because to the fact that he took people there, he was doing the mining at the same time, getting into cocoa production. He took land from over there, the people have problem with all of these things. But as his daughter have ascended to the level of representative, people are still finding it difficult, and in Pokpa district, there is still division in Pokpa, and people are still thinking whether she will even be able to do the work that she has been elected to do, considering her age, and whether she will do. But the bulk of the people still having that doubt about her capability of doing the representation work in Pokpa district.
Thank you very much, Maliki, for talking to us tonight on the Blaze Radio.
You are most welcome. Thank you, Sekou. Thank you so much, and we are always available. Thank you.
Mark Rogers there in Grand Cape County. We will now go over to Grand Jide County, where we have Oliver Zille, who is standing by to give us report from Grand Jide County. Oliver Zille, as soon as we get him tonight, we'll bring him immediately over to you so that you will know exactly what's happening in the part of the county. On today, the body of the late Representative Ira Madison Green entered Zweju City. There were so many, lot of people crying. And we watched the video. There are so many things that have happened today. We hope and pray that the network give a chance to Oliver Zille because he's prepared, to speak on some issues tonight from Grand Jide County. So as soon as we get Oliver, we will definitely bring him over to you. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on tonight. Let me quickly. Let me see what I can get Oliver again from this point. Wow. If we can, we'll definitely have to leave Oliver and move on to bring another correspondent here tonight as we are going around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, we should be taking voices from other parts of our country and discussing them. That will take us up to 11. Oliver Zille, if you are monitoring live, okay. So I'm sure we have Oliver Zille now on the line from Grand Jide County. Oliver, how are you?
Yes, Sekou, I'm good. Thank you ever so much for joining Grand Jide County this evening on your platform.
Oliver, what's going on in Grand Jide County? What I know is today the late representative body touched down in Zweju City with other leaders there. What's going on?
Yes, Sekou, Grand Jide County is what is it right now, specifically with the issue of the late lawmaker representative Ira Madison Green. I thought the city was ready today at about 12 o'clock this afternoon. And Sekou, was shocking that we have over 1,000 citizens who actually winning bridge today, even sons and daughters. Today there was no commercial activities going on in the city simply because everybody took upon that pressure time today to go and meet the body of and the remains of the late lawmaker. So on today we have even sons and daughters from Monrovia, over two to let's say 4 to 5 buses that actually came and arrived today in Roger City. Other dignitaries as well who also came from the diaspora, the like of DJ Chris. And we also have some other supporters of Honorable E.O. Madison beyond the like of Justin Ronald Clark and other people who came today in order to actually observe this particular process. So I'm told that tough talking lawmaker of Montserrat County is expected to be on his way tomorrow, and he will be in the county tomorrow. So, Sekou, as we speak, I actually paid a visitation. That was some minutes ago when I went there at the house of the late lawmaker where they are having the wakekeeping. Also present, we have the place being packed. Citizens are there, and they are.
Go ahead.
Come again?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so also present, we have citizens are there, and, people are there, and they are all in a black, and they are on the mat while, people are playing some tribute songs and other things. Yeah.
Sekou, Oliver, this is Gibson here. Councillor Gonglo is on his way to Grand Jeda to attend that program. And if he arrived, you are going to know. But tell me the spirit. Are the people just crying in the city, or are the people, they are celebrating his life rather than just mourning and crying? What is the atmosphere like? Tell me a little bit.
Mr. Gerald, the people right now in the county, they are actually crying, they are mourning, and I would say that the county is actually quiet right now, specifically the cities where you as to speak. Everyone, almost everyone right now as to speak, they are posted at the resident of the late lawmaker. Everybody are there crying, even people are no longer playing music. Everybody are just weeping. Even those people who actually came from other places alongside this people who reside here in the city as well. And also president to speak, people in the country, they're actually crying for every places that I go. Everywhere I go, I listen to people. People are just mourning and expressing a lot of condolences and other things to the family.
Oliver Zele, thank you very much for giving us update from Grand Jeda tonight.
Thank you so much, Sekou.
Oliver Zele is our correspondent there in Grand Jeda County, and he's been feeding us with
Okay, that video is frozen, and that video is when the lifeless body of E-Raw Madison Guion, representative of District number 1, Chen District. E-Raw Madison Guion was arrived in Grand Jeda, Zouadrou City. You see the huge security there trying to make way for the rest of the people who accompanied the coffins of Madison Guion, and that is the video that Sekou was trying to show you. We want to say we want to say thanks to all of those who flew from Monrovia to go to Grand Jeda to participate in this solemn, this mournful ceremony of giving E-Raw Guion his last respect on earth. Sekou is back.
Thank you very much. Let's now see whether we can go over to Bomi County and bring in Mohammed Sharif. Mohammed Sharif happened to be our correspondent there in Bomi County. So let me now go over to see whether we can get Mohammed Sharif tonight. And as soon as we get Mohammed, we'll bring him over to you. Folks, if you're just joining us, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Sheku Koroma. I'm here in Liberia Blaze Studio, while Gibson Jeru is there in the United States of America. And we are working around the country tonight to let you know exactly what's happening in our country, Liberia. We are trying harder to see whether we can get Mohammed Sharif. Networks fluctuating, but we hope we will be on course with this tonight. And definitely we will be on course. That's what we anticipate. So as soon as we have Mohammed on the line, we will bring him over to you immediately. Mohammed's phone is ringing. We hope that he picks it up. If not, we will have to go over to, okay, Mohammed Sharif is on the line there from Bomi County. Mohammed, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. And lots of thanks for joining Bomi on your platform tonight.
What's happening there in Bomi County, Mohammed?
Bomi is fine. Bomi is fine to speak, except for the call by Alexander Jackson, a privately owned clinic or proprietors. That's the proprietors within Bomi County calling on the Boakai administration to ensure that this government can provide subsidy to privately owned health facilities across the country.
What do you mean by that? Please go in more for the story.
Alexander Johnson, according to him, when we interacted with him on today, he said if the government of Liberia can provide subsidy for privately owned entities across the country, it will help at least minimize the constraint faced by public run health facilities across the country. Because according to him, nowadays, citizens in Liberia or the people of Liberia are rather, going to the privately owned health facilities rather than government run institutions. Because according to him, when you go to the government health facility, they give you prescription. But when you to go to the private health facility, the people give you the necessary treatment you deserve. So for that background, he now calling on the government of Liberia to ensure that there should be something he calls subsidy being provided to those renowned or privately owned health facility across the country.
Okay, Mr. Jerry?
No, I'm good.
I got.
You got any question for him?
No, go ahead.
Come in.
Okay, Mohammed Sharif, how far issue of the lady who, boyfriend or fiance wasted the icy water on her body or splashed it on her face? How far has it gone right now? Just trying to do a follow-up.
Okay, so as we speak, currently the matter is before the 11th Judiciary Circuit Court here within Tottenham, because the 30-year-old alleged perpetrator was being apprehended by the Liberian National Police in Zone 9 in Monrovia and turned over to the Liberian National Police Bomi County Detachment on Friday, where they took statement from him and was forwarded at the 11th Judiciary Circuit Court in Tottenham.
Thank you very much.
How is the lady herself? Is she recovering?
Hello?
How is the lady herself? Is she recovering?
Are you getting me?
Mohammed, are you hearing him right now? How is the victim?
Okay, yeah, I think I'm getting you now.
Okay, the question was, how is the lady herself? Is she recovering right now?
Yes, even though there was this speculation, from some news magazine within the country that this is a pass up, but want to use the medium tonight to inform the public that as we speak, 27 years old Walter Sharif is still at the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital undergoing treatment. And luckily for her today, when we quit her mother, she said doctors at JFK were able to, recover one of her veins, of which they are now using to provide those, medication, to provide medication on that activating. But as we speak, she's still alive. But at the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital undergoing treatment, she's not dead. Has been speculated, on various magazines within the country that Wata Sherry, 27-year-old, have passed or lost a lot due to, her husband pouring acid water on her. But that information is false and misleading. She's still alive, but currently at JFK.
So tell me, what kind of, do you know the charges that are being levied on the 30-year-old perpetrator?
Hello.
Do you know the charges that the government of Liberia has charged the perpetrator?
The police will only tell you about attempted murder, but he was preliminarily charged for attempting murder, and he was being forwarded to the 11th Judiciary Circuit Court. So
Okay.
until the case can be placed on docket, then we'll continue to inform the public. But all we can say to this matter tonight is, as we speak, 30-year-old Momo Kwane is currently being placed at the correction palace here in Tottenham and waiting for trial.
Okay, thank you very much. We want you to follow up with the prosecutor office and see whether they have drawn an indictment for him. Then he will know and tell you.
The internet is the network system is so bad in Tottenham tonight. But let me thank you for joining Bommy on the platform tonight.
Thank you very much.
Very much. Let's now
Thank
go
you.
over to Grand Bassa County, where we have Musa A. Musa. 2 different times now. In fact, this week we have not had Musa reporting so far, but we hope and pray that we get him today to be able to feed us in with information. And I'll be very, very much glad. Musa A. Musa is our correspondent there in Grand Bassa County. We hope Musa picks up his phone today and tell us what's happening. Guys, you don't have to run away from us. This is everyday business, trust me. Every day we're going to be updating and telling our people. News is every day and we will not rest. That's why we are called Blaze. We are blazing in the country. Blazing in the country. In the next few weeks,
it's kind of tough for them too, because probably they haven't done this before, where they have to come every evening and give report. And I think we will work with them. We'll make sure that they get used to it and everything goes fine.
Obviously, and that's why I give Benson Martin Moko a very big hats up on a very, very serious note. Benson is very tight and Benson is always set. But let's see whether we can go over to Mangibi County and see if we can have Benson Martis Moko to be able to tell us what's going on in Mangibi, where he said 2 prominent or eminent citizens lambasted, blasted, fell frustrated in President Joseph Boakai. So Benson Martis Moko is on the line. He said 2 eminent sons of Mangibi County, Momo Dana and Preston Segwe, have descended on President Joseph Boakai for what they call Mangibi absence from the president's cabinet list. Benson, good evening. How are you?
Well, good evening, Chiku. Good evening to our many listeners. Thanks for joining my meeting this evening.
Tell us what's going on, Benson, with Mangibi County, Momo Dana and Preston Segwe.
Well, you record almost everything. Momo Dana and Preston Segwe, they are 2 eminent sons
of life military. They are common experience from the death in 2023 presidential election. But the fact that today, Momo Dana and President Singway appear on one of the local radio stations here in Magibitari, in Kakata, where they spoke collectively expressing some disappointment in President Joseph Boakai as it relates to his recent appointment being made in his cabinet. They expressed that Magibitari voted Ambassador Joseph Boakai overwhelmingly, but unfortunately, up to now, all of the cabinet is almost completed, and none of Magiri have been placed in his cabinet. This seems to be very disheartening to the people of Magiri, and other sons and they are expressing some disenchantment when it comes to the issue.
Benson, tell us, is it only the two of them that raising these concerns of frustration, or in street corners in Mangibi County, you are also hearing these things from citizens in there?
It is not only the group of them that are raising some concerns. Some say to Mangibi are more concerned. If you come to Mangibi today and start to listen to some of the community radio station platform, you expect that there are thousands of citizens on the radio from the black and women and those in the community are expressing disrespect with some of the appointments being made by President Joseph Boakai. They are more or less concerned that citizens, those eminent sons, those qualified sons, etc., are not being placed into Ambassador Joseph cabinet. Something he promised the Nigerians that he's going to do if elected as president. And so this has been a serious concern when it comes to placing Nigerians in Ambassador Boakai parliament.
Yeah, any other thing you want to share with us before we leave you quickly?
Yeah, before I leave you, Lester D. Taylor, he's the project trainer of Magibitari, according to the communication sent to Magibitari a few days ago from the Ministry of Internal Affairs. Lester Taylor has been confirmed to act in the position as superintendent of Magibitari.
Confirmed to act in the position of superintendent of Mangibi County, or has he been appointed by the president so far?
So he's not appointed from the communication sent from the Internal Affairs Ministry. He's acting in the position until the president and Ambassador Boakai can make the appointment for the position of Magibitari.
Thank you very much, Benson Matis Moko,
Thank you
for
very
being
much
a part
for
of
joining me
our
for
program.
It's been a wonderful time being on the platform this evening.
Thank you. We really, really appreciate that tonight. If you're just joining us, folks, would like to say good evening and welcome to this wonderful platform. This is the Talking Point. It's on Blaze Communication Network. My name is Kuruma, and I'm here along with the host himself, Gibson Gerald. Let me see what I can now go over to Nimba County and bring in Lincoln Nyakpoi. Let's see whether we can go over to Nimba County and get Lincoln to tell us exactly what's happening there in Nimba. And as soon as we get Lincoln tonight, we will let you have the Lincoln clear as well on the radio. So we anticipate that we have Lincoln tonight on this platform. That is one of our greatest prayer tonight. We need to know how far Nimbanians have gone with the issue of what's going on with Lincoln. Lincoln. What's going on? All right, Lincoln. I mean, we are trying our best tonight to get to you if we can. We have someone else who is standing by to give us information every day. He was reporting for ELBC before, and he just contacted me as well that he wants to. But because we have earlier discussed with you, and that's why we're giving you this opportunity. If we can't get you tonight, Lincoln, just we need report from there. We will have to take a decision, please, because Yeah. Lincoln phone will ring, 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 and Lincoln will not give us answer. But let's see whether we can go over to Montserrado, where the network seriously gives problem. There we go right now. 9. There we go right now. Let's go over to Montserrado and bring in Henry Mana. If we can have Henry Mana, that would be okay for us here tonight. And we hope. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. We have to do something. Okay, so one more time. Okay, good. We can't do anything else. Mr. Jerry, this is where we have to stop tonight. But we can tell you for sure that tomorrow we're going to have all of the counties reporting. But tonight we have to stop this far. 10 minutes after 10 in Liberia.
Definitely, definitely. Sekou, we will not be lucky every day to get everybody on time, but as we go along, we are going to get people who are committed because we are not, doing it for free. We are paying the people. So I want everybody to know that we are not asking and say, please do it for me. You're going to get paid out of it. Okay, so we want to make sure we get people who are committed. But so far, it's not bad at all. And I hear people calling me and telling me that this program is very, very good, and we should continue that. As you know, we are broadcasting at the time. There are three big networks are also broadcasting. We have the Spoon Network is broadcasting. We have Final Argument, Closing Arguments broadcasting, and other broadcast network are broadcasting. So definitely we are fighting for space. So we will get
More
we get
precise,
the
they
yeah.
are on more precise, they are on FM, and those
Yes.
FMs are selling them too,
Oh
for people.
yes. Oh
Yeah,
yes.
for
People
them.
are on the ground listening to them, and their voices are being heard on the ground. So we are in the beginning stages. We cannot contest with any of these people. We are doing our best to bring news and information. So before we go to our major discussion tonight, let me play the video that Sheku was trying to play. It's a arrival of the coffins carrying the lifeless body of Representative E. Roy Madison Guion in Dredru City, and it was a great arrival. If you look at the scene, you can see that this man was actually admired by many people, and his death shocked a lot of people. So it became an attraction for people. And like I said earlier, Councilor Tiawan Gonglo is on his way to Grand Jide to participate in this particular event. But here is that video. Okay, so that video is very short, and we will. Our correspondent Oliver Zille has said he is going to bring us. He's going to the wakekeeping tonight, and he will bring us some videos. Will bring you the news and the views and the information. We want to say thank you for even coming here to be with us. We really do appreciate your being here, and we'll continue to do our best and our best and our nothing else but our best. We'll do what we know how to do it best. Today, before I go to our major, Shegu, today there were appointment made today. Let me put it on the screen here. The appointment today has to do with some individuals who we expected to get job anyway. So I will read a list of people that are appointed today by the president of the Republic of Liberia. They were nominated, actually, now appointed. These nominees include Mr. Mohammed Ali, that's Mo Ali. He will be serving, if he's approved by the Senate, he will be serving as managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. My information
Meaning
is that
Alfonso Gay leaving.
Alfonso Gay is leaving, actually. my information is that Mo Ali doesn't like that place too much, but he was told that he could hold on to that position. I have my own friend and brother Jacob Smith. He's a very great journalist. He will be serving as deputy minister for administration, deputy managing director for administration for the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company. My man Stephen Johnson is a panelist on Spoon Network. He also a surrogate of the Unity Party and JMB during the election and campaign period. He spoke highly. He was campaigning definitely on and he was panelist for the UP on Spoon Network. He will be deputy for administration, the Liberian Civil Aviation Authority. We have Julius Silly. He will be executive director, Liberia Agency for Community Empowerment. That's LIS. LIS is the company that does almost all government contracts. All the contract that the government has, they give it to LIS. Anthony V. Casselly is going as Deputy Minister for Public Affairs, but which ministry they didn't say. They didn't put the ministry there, but he's going to be Deputy Minister of Public Affairs. I believe it's going to be the Minister of State. And Daniel Sano, another surrogate. He is from the Liberty Party, but he was a surrogate and was a panelist on Spoon Network. And he is now going as Deputy Minister for Technical Services, the Ministry of Information, Culture Affairs, and Tourism. And Mistress Massa Subor, Assistant Minister for Human Resources at the Ministry of State. We also have Mr. Eugene L. Fagon. He is finally appointed to the position of Director General of the Liberia Broadcasting System, LBS. So Eugene Fagon now will be the Director General of the Liberia Broadcasting System. Mr. Sir Johnny is the Senior Economic Advisor to the Ministry of State. Mrs. Rustelin Swakoko Dennis. Oh, I expected her to get a job. She will be the President, Chief Executive Officer of the National Oil Company. No, you see, they pour to the good place, they pour to Noka. And Mr. Charles A. Snetter, he has been with JMB all along. He's a broadcaster, and he will be the Ambassador at Large, Minister of State. Mr. Emmanuel Azango, First Vice President, Finance and Investment. He's going to go to Noka. Anthony George Sa is an Assistant Minister for Public Affairs, will be at the Ministry of Public State. Mr. Doug Cooper. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting here. I want to talk about Doug Cooper a little bit. Doug Cooper, the former, he's former mayor of Ganta, was appointed as city mayor of Monrovia. And then they removed him from there and put another guy there. Now they are giving him another position, but Doug Cooper now will be the Inspector General of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Very influential position. He will deal with investors, the Lebanese and the Indian stores, and all these companies. He will be dealing with them. Very, very well. I hope he can do very good at that. Ambassador George Wallace is not a minister, but he will be a advisor to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, for Foreign Affairs on the Ministry of State, which is not bad. George Wallace has a very great experience in terms of his international knowledge. He'd been in the Foreign Ministry before as a Deputy Minister, and I believe he can still do well. Mrs. Louise Tamba, Business Manager, Minister of State. I don't even know where they got Business Manager and Minister of State. Come on, Comptroller General. What the hell you talk about Business Manager? What kind of position is that? I think they created a position here. This is not a generic position for the government of Liberia. We'll find out if this is a created position. A business manager. They got controller. They got controller. Then they got business manager. Then they got what again? They got the procurement manager. All of these. We are so concerned about this. Why will you create a business manager position at the Ministry of State when you already have the controller, you have the procurement manager, and all of that? What is business manager going to do? What is business manager going to keep money? Okay, let me go to Councillor Bushiben Keita. Bushiben Keita is a legal advisor to the Ministry of State. So basically today is about the appointment at the Ministry of State, mainly. So we want to say congrats to those who are appointed. I'm still concerned. Why do we have business manager in Ministry of State? Are you kidding me? Why do we have business manager there? We have the Controller General, we have the Controller, we have the Procurement Manager, we have the Economic Manager. We are all open and get business manager. I think they created that. They have to give people job, and they create it. And this is why the budget continue to stretch, because when you create the position of a business manager, you have to create a position of assistant business manager. You have to create a position of a office staff. You can create all kinds of things, and then that's how the government expands the job. So let me see here if I can go to one song, just one little song, and then we'll be right back, because we are about to go into our discussion tonight, and we want you to join us. If you are there, we are also here, and we all make a great companion. Join us.
I want problems always. Soya grupa ye kapon one magwo e do ye me grupa ye kapon magwo e ya chisa dogule ngalo twa e de me ameka dogule ngalo twa e de koya seka dogule ngalo twa e de me ameka dogule ngalo twa e de ijo mai kwa dogule ngalo twa e de ijo gebra dogule ngalo twa ye kapon magwo e son ya grupa ye kapon magwo ya no ko grupa ye kapon magwo ye karo come grupa ye kapon magwo ya don't want peace grupa ye kapon I want problems always ye karo grupa ye kapon magwo ya don't know ko grupa ye kapon magwo so go meso magwo the yabo, Yako, Masia, Neraman, Bonso, Manaye, Magwaroe, the cheese of the Gula, Magwaroe, the Maya Maker Dogule, Manaroe, the Injum my for the Gula, Manaroe, Papa, where you come on and I am Wagu. I don't want peace. I want problems always. What is it?
Okay, we'll start the music right here. Today I'd like to make it clear we are counting down. We are counting down on the days that Joseph Boakai has not declare his asset. We will continue to count these days until we are sure that he is going to declare his asset. From the day he delivered his speech at the National Legislature on the 22nd, it is 16 days. But we're going to backdate it because the day he was inaugurated should be the day that we should start counting from. Therefore, we're going to backdate that information. So today we say it is 16 days since Joseph Boakai became president. No, it's 16 days since he delivered his State of the Nation address. Since 16 days, the Joseph Boakai has promised. He had promised that he was going to make sure that he declared his asset, that it was going to begin with him. Unfortunately, we are still watching. Now, the question is, he has to lead by example. He has to lead by example. Is he going to lead by example? Is he going to lead by example by telling the people to his assets? No, I'm really interested, to be honest. It's not because of anything. It's not because of anything. It's not because what I like Joseph Boakai, I don't like Joseph Boakai, but I really want to know his assets. I don't want to accuse Joseph Boakai falsely tomorrow that, oh, Joseph Boakai stole our money. Why did Joseph Boakai have about $5 million in the bank and he never told us? Yeah, go ahead. Play that thing.
We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note. Finally, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets. We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets. We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
No, we don't want problem. We want peace. So we want to disagree with this gentleman. We want peace. But look, Sheku, thank you for playing this. And people will pick at us. People will pick at us and say, why we are talking about asset declaration. We're talking about asset declaration because they talk about it. We didn't introduce it to them. We didn't tell them what to say. When Joseph Boakai went to interview with VOA, Gibson Jerry did not say, Mr. Boakai, when you go, tell VOA that you're going to declare assets. Sheku Krumah did not say, Mr. Boakai, please tell the VOA people that you are going to declare your asset. They didn't say that. He took upon himself. He, the only person who made up his mind, who decided, who spoke and said, I will be the first person to declare my asset. It will begin with us as the leaders. The man was inaugurated on the 15th of January. The 15th of January is supposed to be on Monday. The 15th of January is supposed to be on Monday. He was inaugurated on the 15th of January, which was on Monday. That begins his administration. So from the 15th to now, it's more than even 16 days. So I'm going to backdate that date. I will move it from the state of state of national address and backdate it. We're going to edit that and make sure that it's reflected. So Joseph Boakai has been in office for a long time. If you have 5 more days, no, from the 22nd to the 15th, from the 15th to the 22nd, that's 7 days. If you add 7 days to 16, you are going to have 7 to 16, that's, okay, 13, that's 23. You're going to have 23 days. So Joseph Boakai actually had been in office for 23 days. Somebody will say, no, Gibson, the man, it's too early for you to talk about that. No. That's not what Joseph Boakai said. That's not what Joseph Boakai said. Joseph Boakai told the Liberian people and the word that they will declare the asset and they will begin with him. And the law says, I'm going by the law. I'm not going by people's perception. And I want to hear Seku's version on this thing because Seku have become a horn blower for Joseph Boakai. So I want to hear a version. The law says before a public official take office, you must declare your asset before you can take your seat. Joseph Boakai has taken a seat. He should declare his asset before inauguration. But guess what? When Joseph Boakai was already declaring asset, he was in America running from one state to another state. Going from one state to another state. Going from one party to another. And the he didn't come to do it. So I asked one time, what is he doing in America? We didn't even need him here to be here at the time. He needed to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, he needed to be in Liberia. Let me tell you the reason why I was banking on him at the time, and people don't understand. He was in America, going from one party that is organizing his honor to another party. They say he didn't come to the hospital. Okay, fine, thank you. They say he was well. Okay, fine, thank you. They say he didn't come to do his checkup. No, okay, no problem. But he was going from one state to another state. He was going from one party to another party, showing up, and he was going from one restaurant to another restaurant. He went to even Madano in America to go and get his, I don't know, Madano or some kind of place, okay? But here is the thing. When he was supposed to be in Monrovia and organizing his team to get all the turnover notes, Joseph Boakai had been on the ground and receiving the turnover notes and receiving the bank balances by himself, he would not allow Finance Minister Boema Kamara to lie to him and say there are only $20.5 million in the account. Listen, this is a bad thing for our country. It is a bad thing for our country because people don't understand it. People don't understand it. Like, let me do it like this. So let me put you in Siale Tule a little bit. Because, yeah, I will let you talk, but let me put you in Siale Tule a little bit. Let me tell you something. I want Liberian people, I want you to listen carefully. I got no intention. I don't want job from nobody. I don't want job from nobody. I come to Liberia. If it costs me to work with one of the newspapers as a reporter, I will work with as a reporter. And I will do my work well. And if I'm reporting to the capital, I will do my work well. If I'm reporting from the executive mansion or I'm reporting for the court, I will do my work very well and I will get my pay. But this is not about job seeking. This is not about bar-muffing the president. This is not about making the president look bad, as some people think. Because somebody called me, a JMB girl, she called me. KFC, you're not tired yet? I said, why? Because when she called me, I said, hello, KFC, you're not tired yet? I said, but I don't even know what you're talking about. What they say, man? Say, oh, you try, the man win. You stay on the man. You're talking about asset declaration and all of that. I listened to you yesterday. I'm like, really? So that how other people understand this. How they understand it. When we are telling them the same thing, the same yardstick they use for George Weah. The same thing they were telling George Weah, they were telling the Liberian people that George Weah refused to declare his asset and publish it because he got hidden agenda. He got drug bone in his closet. He is a criminal. He is a rogue. He is corrupt. That's why he don't want to put his asset declaration in the newspaper. Now Joseph Boakai pledged that when he take over, he will be the first to declare his asset. So now we are asking him that you have spent 23 days in government. You should declare your asset before being inaugurated. Tell me, guys, how can you trust Joseph Boakai asset declaration now? How can you trust it? What trust is it now? How can you believe it in the first place? He has spent 23 days. You know how much money that Joseph Boakai can put in a packet as a president in 23 days. You know how many ministers, how many business people can go to his office and say, Madam, Mr. President, you have 50,000 here for your cold water. The other concession agreement that want to keep their concession coming to his office and giving you stuff. You don't know, you know how many people can do that. I didn't say he get it. I didn't say he get it. He didn't get anything. I'm not seeing that. There's no evidence of it. I'm telling you that in 23 days, somebody can get rich overnight. A president can get rich overnight. Why is it that in 23 days, before he became president, why he didn't declare his asset? What wrong with him? How much does Joseph Boakai get now? How much can we say that Joseph Boakai get? How can we argue it now? We want to tell the Liberian people how much he came into government with. Even if he declares his asset now and Joseph Boakai tells you, I got $2 million in my account, I got 500,000 in my account, I got 1.5 million in my account, how would you believe it? He should declare his asset. He should declare his asset. He should have told the Liberian people how much money he got. He should have told the Liberian people how much money he got, where he got the money from, how much property he got. Because they are boasting that Joseph Boakai got properties. We want to know where the properties are. Which bank he got his money from? How much money is in the bank? How much is the worth of the house in which he lives right now? That they are trying to refurbish that house and break it down and rebuild it with $500,000. The same thing they accuse George Weah of. That George Weah was building his house and breaking them down and remodeling them. The same thing they accuse him of. They say, what is wrong with our government officials? What is wrong with our people? Why is it that we can't get anything different from the one that we say we didn't like? Why can't we get different approach to governance system? Why can't we get different way of behaving in government? Why can't we get trusted people? Why can't we get truthful people? Why can't we get non-politicians who will go there and stand by their words, do what they say, and say what they do? Why can't we get people like that? Why is it that every time people come into office, they repeat the same mistake that the other people repeated? I'd like to hear what Sekou got to say at this point. Let me hear from Sekou.
All right. I listened to you very carefully. I listened to you very, very carefully. And I was very attentive. You see.
Say that to me. Say that in the chat room for me.
Okay, I will. I will definitely.
You want me to plow now? Let me plow one time. Send it to me.
Oh my God. Okay, let me send it to you. That's Cooper Crow. He did his asset declaration before even they would have called him for confirmation, or they had called him for confirmation. Sat down and listened to you. You see, I don't know why just Joseph Boakai. You got three branches of government. We got the legislature, we got the executive, we got the judiciary. What is asset declaration and how important it is? Let's get something quickly. Politically, the crafters of the code of conduct, in their right frame of mind, decided to save public officials from being bar-mouthed by ordinary citizens during and after their stay in public offices regarding their wealth and properties. On the other hand, prevent public officials from getting rich overnight at the expense of those they claimed to be representing their interest. That is why the framework incited in the code of conduct that all public officials upon taking oath should declare their assets, liability, source of incomes to the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission to save or serve as a witness or proof for one's worth and property obtained. But in the flagrant disrespect to the provision of the law, many current public officials, did not do it. Many current public officials have not been able to do it. Why? Why have they not been able to do it? We are talking about Joseph Boakai. What happened to the speaker? Has the speaker declared his asset? Has the deputy speaker declared his asset? The deputy speaker worked in the WIA's administration. Let me take you a little bit back. The WIA administration refused or reneged to declare assets, but basic acquiring wealth and properties. Less than 3 months after the inception of the CDC government, what did they do? They took over a broken economy. That's what it said. But you and myself know that a lot of people live luxurious life. There were even continual concern being raised about structures being quickly constructed by first citizen George Weah. People say, oh, George Weah building places, he doing this, he doing that. There were there were even very latest reports suggesting that asset declaration to the LACC under the cover of darkness by the government at that time was secretly being requested for or withdrawn by a backdated to a recent after the United States of America, along with other partners, agreed to independently propped into the missing money saga. Critics. Now you have these people there today. How much did call his name for me? How much did Fonati Kofa took to the speakership or the deputy speakership? How much money did Thomas Fowler as the deputy speaker took? Thomas Fowler was into, playing soy. And Thomas Fowler, from the playing business, he was successful, he became representative. Where Thomas Fowler is, he can make a bush to turn to city. I tell you that he got money. Where is Sir Joseph? Did Sir Joseph declare his asset? Where is Sir Joseph? This whole asset declaration we're talking about here, I don't know why only Joe Boakai. Because Joe Boakai said, because according to you, nobody put finger in his mouth or in his throat to vame a, he said it on BBC. And that's why you are pushing it. Now for Joseph Boakai to go and declare his asset. You think Joseph Boakai will declare his asset? The House of Representatives agreed the deadline for asset declaration was February the 1st. They agreed for asset declaration. How many of the representatives have declared their assets? No, Mr. Jeru. How many of them? So the only person we see here is Joe Boakai, because Joe Boakai talk about it. How many presidents do we have in this country that ever declare their asset? Declaring the asset is one thing. Saying it is another thing. Because they feel that Liberian people got a problem with their brain. Liberian people can take anything in their head at any time. How many presidents? They double declare asset? No. They do. Charles Taylor, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf declare asset? No. They all prolong these things in Liberia. And one thing I like about Liberia, when things happen, if they kill you in our country, that's just 3 months. The first 7 days, there'll be intense pressure. The 14 days, the pressure drop. 21 days, you will only be hearing a small, small. After 3 months, it ends. And the asset declaration, you will forget about it. You will forget about asset declaration because even the people who make the law, they have not declared their asset. Why Speaker for Natikofa had not declared your asset? Jason Jerry is not talking about it. Why is
Sekou,
Jason Jerry not talking
you
about
try. You try, but you try, but you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it because you're not going to compare Joseph Boakai with Fenati Kofa. Fenati Kofa did not make a vow to the public. Even though he is bound by law to declare his asset, which he had done in the past before he became a representative, and I know about that. There are other people who have not declared their asset. I agree with you on that. But Joseph Boakai made a public spectacle
the Boakai say
about
before
his
he take over?
commitment.
The Boakai
About
tell
his
you before he
commitment.
take over? Boakai didn't say
We start
Boakai didn't
by
say
making
before you
sure-
take over. No.
Play
And
that thing again.
Boakai,
Play again. Play again.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play.
We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that the other people are doing or worse. So it's a clear message, declare your asset, make sure that we are prepared to audit the outgoing government so that they tell the Liberian people of their stewardship, and to make sure that we start on a footing where people know that they come to serve the public and not themselves. If they don't understand that, they actually fall where it may.
Mr. President, like you talked about asset declaration starting from yourself and the people who work with you,
Yeah. Okay.
as well as the outgoing administration. How do you plan to avoid the semblance of
Sekou,
target?
let's read. Sekou, I want you to stop that thing there because
Stop it.
that interview is so long. But here is the thing, Sekou. Let's go to the law. Let's go to the law. The law that says you should declare your assets. Declaration and registration of personal interest, assets, and performance in financial bond. Every public on part X. Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah. All the public officials, before they went to the ranks and file of the National Elections Commission, the commission have an area where their assets were declared and the commission know what they had before they took over. Are you aware of that?
I know. Not all of them will know that they are aware of it, but the law is different. The law speaks, the language of the law is different. The language of the law says, before you take seat, before you take your seat, it didn't say after you take your seat. It didn't say when you try to take your seat. Before you take your seat, you should declare your asset. If Joseph Boakai is a protector, he swore when you were taking the oath of office that day, Shegu. When you were taking the oath of office that day, he said, I do solemnly swear to protect, preserve, defend, and promote the laws of Liberia. The Constitution and the laws of Liberia, that's what he said. He swore to the laws of Liberia. He swore to protect, to promote, to defend the laws. He is not a lawbreaker. He shouldn't be a lawbreaker. So if you are a law protector, you don't break the law. If you are a law protector, you don't go ahead and do anything anyhow because you feel that you are in a position of influence and affluence and power. And that's exactly what he's doing. If you went to the word and say, we will start with the declaration of asset with ourselves. And the law said before you take over, you should declare your asset. So he should declare his asset before inauguration. Even though I can argue this on his behalf, I am not going to force Joseph Boakai to say, publish your asset declaration in the newspaper. But he made a promise. When he made a speech, he said, we will declare our asset and we will publish it in the newspaper. So it is his words, not mine, not my encouragement. Nobody put the words in his mouth, Sigu.
But the man word and not power?
Well, oh yeah, they were going now. They were going now. The man word is not enough. That's what we're going to do now, because Joseph Boakai word is not bowing now, so we're going to be allowing him to make promises that he's going to be breaking, especially when he has to do. No, Sheku, it is a sad thing. It is a sad thing. You understand the things we are talking about here, no matter what you say. You understand these things. We have governments that people come, they criticize these government officials. They criticize the government for the reason why they were elected. If I tell you today, one of the reasons why Joseph Boakai was elected, because of the propaganda against George Weah, that George Weah did not declare his asset and publish it so the Liberian people do not know how much he worth before coming into government. They also argue that because he did not publish
I just send you the PDF about the 2014 Acts of Legislature
that declared the asset. I have it here too, but thank you for sending the one to me. Yes. Yeah. So if we are to be true to ourselves, if we are to defend our people, if we are to tell our people that we are better, because when Joseph Boakai went, he said, I am better. I am the right person. Joshua is not the right person. Say good. That's why your man said, y'all don't elect Joshua for the second term. Y'all give it to me because Joshua is a corrupt man. He had destroyed this country. They don't know how to run this country. They have not declared the asset. They declare the asset. They don't want anybody to see it. We don't even know their worth. They stole too much money in the government. Put me there. When you put me there, I will straighten this up. I will declare my asset for you to know before I enter government, because that's what the law says. I will do everything that will be honest with you. I will be transparent. I will be accountable to you. That's in fact, that the word he used, I'll be accountable to you. So at what point Joseph Boakai has arrived, we are going to stay on the asset declaration as long as it takes. At some point, it will not be our major discussion, but we will talk in our monologue. We will count the days, we will count the weeks, we will count the months, and we will count the years Joseph Boakai failed to declare his asset. As we go along, we know that it will sink somewhere. Somebody will hear it and will sink. We will not leave this. Joseph Boakai will declare his asset. Joseph Boakai will put his asset in a newspaper, because that's his promise, that's his word to the Liberian people. The people that wanted to vote, the people that voted for him, he said, I will declare my asset and put it in the newspaper. That
was the only reason. That was not the only reason why people voted Joseph Boakai.
But that's one of the reasons, and that's
one of the reasons.
That one reason we're going to be talking about.
And Joe Boakai have not come up to
tell anyone. Reason they voted for him for? Why other reason they voted for him?
Joe Boakai have not come up to tell anyone that he's not going to declare his asset. The first thing Joe Boakai said in his inauguration, I mean, not the inauguration speech, but the State of Nation address, he emphasized that he was going to do the drug test. Today, Joseph Boakai did the drug test. Now, the issue of asset declaration is another thing. Joe Boakai will I am very confident anyway that Joe Boakai will declare his asset because other people need to follow. Because he said every ministers and appointees that work in his government will have to declare their asset. So it's not bad that you're saying it. I mean, say it. We will remind Joe Boakai of his word to the Liberian people that he said he will declare his asset for the Liberian people to know how much he had. And Joe Boakai
And that's all we are asking. That's all we are asking. That's all we are asking. We're not asking for Joseph Boakai to tell us how much money he's going to be giving us. No, we don't want no money from him. We just want Joseph Boakai to tell us how much money he had before coming to government. Sheku, we have to make sure that these people stop stealing. The only way they will stop stealing is when we know how much they bring in government. If we know today that Joseph Boakai brought $200,000 in government,
but Joseph Boakai
after
was
6
not.
months, Joseph Boakai is building mansions.
Joseph Boakai was not a broke person when he ascended to the presidency.
I even say the man not broke person. The man say he broke. The man who must say he broke, they say the man not broke.
The man play he.
The man say I live on loan. He paid crediting.
Joe Boakai play he work.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. You listen to Costa. Costa said when they went to Joe Boakai, they asked him whether he was having intention of going back for this, presidency thing. And Joe Boakai told them clearly, since he didn't make it 2017, he's not thinking about that. It was Costa and the rest of the other folks because they saw that he went head to head with Weah in 2017. And they could use him in 2023 to get Weah out because he was the face and alternative for the opposition. Now, you come to me, you say, I want to care you. Then I say, me, I'm not thinking about going. Then Gibson says, Sekou, I want to care you. We will do all we can do for all to care you. How much you get? Then I tell them, say, I already tell you, I'm not thinking about going. I even get nothing right now. The player I broke, I'm living on. Just to discourage you, don't care me. Then he said, we will look for the money. Look, Gibson, you will look for the money and suppose Sekou to care Sekou to the presidency. And that's what they did. It's not normal. It's not normal beyond reasonable doubt that Joseph Boakai will serve 12 years as vice president of this republic for Joe Boakai to come and tell you, say he live on loan. It is not normal today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. The man didn't want to use any of his cents for that matter. So since the people say they want him for president, you all raise the money from every corner and bring it. And anytime Joe Boakai got ready, he would tell them, say, I broke because he won't use the money. Boakai got money.
I like you, Sekou. I like you. so Joseph Boakai is on BM show. He been on BM show oil.
But the man said he won't go. That's exactly what the man told them. The man said I won't go, and they said you'll go. So the man said, okay, fine. Say y'all say I'm gonna go. Y'all do the thing. Y'all know say I different. I play. I spent money in 2017. I broke down. So y'all look for the money. Then Stanton them were everywhere sending small thing. They put in credit. Only I hear they say, yeah, I send money for Joe Boakai. And they now found all the money they give it to Joe Boakai. The wrong campaign. The Joe Boakai sit down there. Joe Boakai is president now. And they want me president to take out Joe Weah. Joe Weah is no longer a president. So Joe Boakai coming out to tell you, say, I get money or I get money. Look, this is it. Joe Boakai may do it and he will not do it. Because if he doesn't do it, you're not going to take out Joe Boakai from there now. You say, saying you're not doing that. The reason why we say, I mean, you say, Joe Weah, when I'm going to do, he can't do it, so you come and do it. So saying you're not doing it, next tomorrow you will move. That's 6 years. Boakai won't be president. Boakai already lose interest in the presidency. The fact that he don't want Joe Weah 2017. Boakai see himself as a president right now. Gibson Jeru, look, it's like a complete dream. You mean I'm really the president of this country?
Let's do justice to our followers. Let's put the conflict of interest. Oh my God, I can't use this. I got to put it in different format. Just hold on for me. We have to put this thing in perspective, Sekou. I agree with you if you said Joseph Boakai used Kalabule to get elected because, my people I don't want to be president. They say, Papa, don't worry, we'll push you. We'll gain money. So they gain the money. So he decides, okay, so if you think that I should go in the race and you have the money, go ahead and spend the money. Now that he's president, we still want to know how much money he had that he did not declare. It is very important because here is the thing. We also agree that the fact that you said that you didn't want to be president, somebody was behind you, fine, we agree. Thank you. Don't we're not arguing any of that. We're not arguing that. But the problem is now that you are now president, and the law says, as president, the people of Liberia needs to know how much you get. Let's read it for our people. Let's read it for our people. So it states here. I think I can read it from another perspective. Let me see if I can read it from another. Okay, it states here in part 10, part X, the declaration and registration of personal interest, assets, and performance financial bonds. Section 10.1, declaration of asset and performance bond. It reads thus, and this is very important. Every, they say so, they say few, they say some of them, they say
thank God,
at least most.
Thank God you know that they not say some. So
yeah, they not say so. They say but we started with the president. We started with the president. Every I don't care how you do it. Say we're not lead Joseph Boakai. Every public official and employee of government involved in making decisions affecting contracting, tendering, or procurement and issuance of licenses of various types shall sign performance or financial bonds and shall in addition declare his or her income, assets, and liabilities prior to taking office and thereafter, before you take office and after you take office. At the end of every 3 years. So when Joseph Boakai declared, we want you to declare all his asset now because he got another asset to declare in 3 years from now. So if we allow Joseph Boakai not to declare his asset now, it means from now to 3 years, he will just declare one. And we'll not know the difference, whether he was rich before he came to government, whether he was poor before he came to the government. And look at B say on promotion or progression from one level to another. From one level to another, Joseph Boakai was vice president. He got elected as president, which is a promotion, which is an elevation, which is moving from one place to another. But the key issue is before and after. Segu, before and after. What are we arguing here? What are we arguing? Are we arguing that Joseph Boakai not supposed to declare asset before going to the office?
No.
So if we're not arguing that, can we now ask Joseph Boakai when is he going to declare his asset?
Why we are asking Joseph Boakai?
Who really cares about drug tests? Who really cares about drug tests? Who really care? Before they go to their drug test, they tell 2 weeks they will not do any drugs. Then they go to their drug test. It's not random. In my company here, we got a policy for random drug tests. I can come to anybody, I can walk to any employee and tell the employee today is your drug test. I can do that. It's a policy. In Liberia, when they say drug test, when they say Joseph Boakai go to drug test, Joseph Boakai was smoking opium, you think you will wait until the opium will be in your system and go to a drug test?
But Joseph Boakai can smoke opium.
Yeah, I say if he can do it. I didn't say he can smoke opipium. But if he can smoke opium or take drugs, if he's going to take a drug test, he going to take, no, I forget. I want you to play that, look for that Yega tape and play. If Joseph Boakai was taking drugs, if you were smoking opium, if Joseph Boakai was going to take drug test yesterday, you think he's going to wait and the opium will be in, the drug will be in, go take, no, the poor will go, they will wait until 2 weeks, 1 month, then they go and take a drug test and bring a very positive drug test result. And that would be a very beautiful public relations stunt. Now, Joseph Boakai, if you take a drug test, they say you get drug in your system. If you want to go take drug now, you will not do it. Who care about drug tests? They just playing fun with the Liberian people. They just making fun of the Liberian people. The Liberian people ask for drug tests.
Liberian people Liberian people,
So
yeah.
who does Joseph Boakai see that taking drugs and he want to do drug tests? Who is
Liberian,
he trying to run after?
do you care to know how many people say in this country that we are smoking? The reason why he can go to Jamaica Resort is because he's smoking opium there. He doing other things, and at the same opium they bringing and giving to young people in this country. They got government officials that smoking opium. People say on so many occasions that Yeke Koluwa also taking drugs. That why he can shout like that and be hollering the whole hey.
So
Now,
that why they want to go take drug tests?
but like I said, you let the drug test
To
to
do
know
what?
that our government
To what
officials they are free from taking drugs before we start
So
taking.
did they do a random? Did they do a random test or an organized test? Did they do a random? Did they decide they just go today and walk to the Capitol while the lawmakers are in section? The drug test person is sitting down there. When you come and say, Mr. Senator so and so, it's your time to
What
take
power
drug
the
test today.
executive? What power the executive has over
Okay, let me take it like this. Let me do it the other way around. Let's say we go to finance ministry. The drug test man, he didn't tell the finance minister, he didn't tell no deputy minister, nothing. He went and stand to the door. He went there and just tell the finance minister and say, today a drug test for the deputy minister
It's an
for
infringement.
administration.
It's an infringement. You
But
infringe on the man
so
right.
then what is the effect? Then what is the effect of the drug test? That's why I'm questioning. I don't have a problem with drug tests. I do drug tests in my company. It is a policy. It's a steady policy. If I feel that you are intoxicated, if I feel that you are not the kind of person you're supposed to be, then I tell you to take your drug test. But in the case of Joseph, the government going to do, or government officials going to take drug tests, how effective is it?
You see, the country, you let them talk our own and keep always talking our own. Until the Liberian people come to know
So
that
that's what we end up to now. We
taking
get eat our own and go.
that taking one president from power and bringing another one based on issues that we always complain on will not solve the problem.
It's never been. I agree with you on the first time you and myself we agree on something here. The first time you
They
and myself
need,
agree on something, I think we
they
agree
need
on
to
whole other
understand
things, but I agree with you. Sheku,
there has been
our system is rotting. Our system is collapsed. Our people, they think our people are illiterate. They think they are gullible. They think they don't know what they are doing. They can just tell them anything, and then that's it. That's how they feel.
our
And
country. Our country is built in a way that when you know small book in your head, who can enter in your head and you feel that drum of book, then the illiteracy rate is still high in this country. Mr. Jerry, let the station come on. The things that you're saying, a lot of them, it makes a whole lot of sense. Let the Liberian people start listening to you. I told someone,
They need to listen.
I said, the government of JMB in 6 months, they will be unpopular in Montserrat County. And the president told me, Montserrat have always been an opposition place. So it is not strange and it won't be strange. But let's look back a little bit. Even though time I've caught up with us is now after 11. 11 normally will always leave.
Definitely, the time I call over. Let me read some few comments here, Sego, and I will bring you right back. I want to put you in Siali Tule. This one is a comment coming from Amos Bowman. He is one of our young educator guys. He says he is following closely. My man Ben Morris, he said good. Ben Morris tried to come on, but he didn't come. I don't know if you
Yeah,
see
Ben Morris told me. Ben Morris told me that he controlling Fanatic Kofa radio station in I think Grand Crew or Sunday or something.
I see.
So he told me that he wants to join the show mainly so that the county will start benefiting from our discussion because he been following.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And this one is from Lawa Josephus. Boy, you watching? I also want to say welcome to Matthew Kosuba. Kosuba say good. Thank you. Mike Delay say I believe if we having in two counties, I think that's why he's trying to say correspondent. He's trying to address the correspondent Samuel Jela. Welcome here, a young man I met at the intellectual forum. Salia Suni is always following. He said it says before, because we want to know how much you have prior to coming to office. And how much you will have accumulated over the years in power. And Sally and myself, we are on the same page. We want to know how much you got now. We don't want you to have 3 months and finish stealing plenty of money, you put in your account and say that the money I had.
Why you always have this? Why you always have the perception that once somebody
will
was
read my comments and I will come to you and you defend it and defend your comment. Sally said, Mr. Jeru, Joseph Boakai never had enough paragraphs in his speech, so he had to put just write anything. I believe you, but we hold him to it. And he said, what's Eugene Fagon's qualification to be the head of the Liberal Broadcasting Corporation? Does he have any journalistic orientation or experience? To be honest with you, if you ask me, I'll tell you that they put a square peg in round hole. To go on social media, to go on Facebook and talk and be able to project people and they win, that's okay. That's a kudos to him, but it's not an experience. They may say he got 4 associates. I never see anybody come to America here with government money and you go do 1 associate. Then you go take money again, then another more associate. Then you take money again, do another associate, then take money again, do another associate. That's baloney. So they are put Eugene Fagon at the Liberal Broadcasting Corporation. We're going to see what his interaction is going to be with the employees there. We're going to see what method, because I can see that place, I can see probably coming from it, because when you were deputy minister, he used to insult journalists and call them belly-driven. He called them beggars. Now he is going at the helm of the Liberal Broadcasting Corporation. We'll see how he controls himself or he deals with the people at the Liberal Broadcasting Corporation. I still believe this is a square peg in round hole. And this is something that we have spoken against. I have nothing against Eugene Fagon. He has the right to do whatever he wants to do. If he make his way, he maneuver his way, and he gets appointed or nominated to position. But he's going to go for confirmation hearing again. They are going to ask him the same questions. What experience do you have in the media to be the managing director of the Liberal Broadcasting Corporation? When they asked him the other time, when Councillor Vani Shemo asked him, he said, what is your level of experience in the media, in broadcast, in print, in television, in the media, in journalism, in mass communication, for you to serve as the Deputy Minister for Public Affairs? And Eugene Fagon said, I have sat on the Facebook and broadcast, and that was a experience that he gave to Vani Shemo at the time. We're going to see what kind of experience you're going to give. You're going to give. I know you're going to say I was a deputy minister for press and public affairs, which you were not even qualified to take. But I tell you something. I'm not going to be jealous of him because he go to the Liberal Broadcasting Corporation. It doesn't matter to me. In fact, Liberal Broadcasting Corporation these days, they killed our station. It's not vibrant. It's not surviving. They do all kinds of things for the station to look like a government station when it's supposed to be a state media. Sheku, I'll tell you something. You go to Ghana, the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation is a government-owned public corporation. That station can criticize the government of Ghana. Look at the Daily Telegraph. The Daily Telegraph is a government newspaper, but Daily Telegraph is the main television newspaper that criticizes the government of of Ghana. Go to Ivory Coast. Fraternité Matin. Fraternité Matin is a government newspaper, but they criticize government. Look at television and the television day, LTE and LTE day. They are government stations, but they criticize, but they make the Liberal Broadcasting Corporation to be that they cannot run any story they cannot run story on our station that opposition cannot criticize government on our station. Everything must be coming from the government, their news from the government, everything. When you speak against the government, they cannot publish it, and that is killing our station. That's why they don't have the kind of listenership that it should have, because LBA has all kind of technicals in all the counties. LBA got technicals in all the counties. If they were really doing what they're supposed to do, nobody want to listen to any station. They wouldn't want to listen to LBF because they broadcast for the various county. They got correspondents. They got everything. They got Labrador News Agency. They are giving us stories every day. But unfortunately, Sekou, that station is a mess. And I'll see if Fagon has the strategy to resurrect that station. Ladies and gentlemen, before I let Sekou in, I want to just say thank you very much. If you have any time to browse the net, we want you to visit our website. Is a Blaze Daily News website. It's up and running. We have various stories that are there. Our reporters from the counties are feeding us with stories, pictures, and videos. And we have a story from yesterday. We had a story from last night, this morning. We are there. We have additional story that will be uploading on the website. Go there. If you see a story that you like, copy the link and share it on your page. That way you have other people to know about the website. Share the story on your page. We are good with that.
Our correspondents need to start sharing the stories on their various pages.
Yes, all the correspondents, if you are listening to us, share the links of the stories on the website to your page. Because if you do that, other people will read it from your page, and definitely they will follow the website. I want to say thanks to all of you. And I'm in Denver, Colorado. I'm not in Fargo, North Dakota. That's a long way away from North Dakota. In fact, my time has changed to Eastern time. That's why I'm always late. Today I was not too late. I was late for like 10 minutes or so. But my time changed to Eastern time yesterday. My 3 o'clock was 5 o'clock already. So I didn't know that. So I embarrassed everybody yesterday by staying on late, and today we are happy that we are on time. It's about 16 minutes after 11 in Monrovia, and we are glad that Sekou is down there in the studio in Monrovia. Sekou, thank you very much. I want to say thanks to all our correspondents. We are doing everything in our power to empower you. We will empower you anyway, anyhow. You will be different among your colleagues. I can promise that. It is my promise. You will be the media person you will be. You will have the gadget you need. You will have the ability to transmit information, and I will do everything in my power to make sure we reach to that level. Sekou, thank you very much, and I'll leave it with Sekou.
All right, folks. We'd like to say a very big thanks to Gibson Jeru, who happened to be the Chief Executive Officer for this platform, the CEO. It's not just a platform, but it's a media empire. You know, you can start a little bit small. So our target is 3 months. In 3 months, we will blaze in Liberia. The media fire will catch. That I can tell you for sure. I would like to say once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching us. Join us tomorrow on the Blaze morning program. It's called the State Podium. That's where we discuss national issues as well. And every night, our time in Liberia, we'll bring a program to you called The Talking Point. Gibson Jeru happened to be the official presenter, the official host of that program, while I'm here in Liberia as the co-host. So let's do it together. Let's work it out together. Share every time you come across our channel, our Facebook page while we are broadcasting. Please share it. Keep on sharing it and keep on sharing it. We are doing all we can to be hooked up with one of the FM stations in Monrovia. We are working highly and highly. Shakhtar FM should be doing that for us. Unfortunately, we don't know what's happening to them a few days ago, and we are staying in consultation. We hope to start receiving calls on the ground for our people to participate and contribute their quota towards the program. Until then, we talk to you. That will be tomorrow. Join us in the morning, and as well as 9 o'clock in the evening hours for our upcoming programs. Mr.
Thank you,
Jerry,
guys. Thank you
bye bye.
very much. We
Oh,
appreciate it.
thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.